Hi, this is Jim Feldman, and these are steps 6 through 9 of the PitchingMagic system of teaching inexperienced pitching coaches how to instruct their beginning pitchers. And what we've got in steps 6 through 9, we have the footwork from steps 1 through 4, plus we're adding the fourth quarter of the arm circle. Now you can see the way she's setting up on the fourth quarter of the arm circle, where her upper arm is going straight back, and she has some flex in her elbow. The ball, or the palm of the hand, will be facing third base until it comes all the way down near the hip. Now, a couple of important parts of this step and this motion are that the hand must cross in front of the hip before the hip closes. And as you can see, she's having a little bit of difficulty with that. The hip is closing a bit early, and I do remind her of that in just a little bit, and then she starts doing a better job. One of the things you would get in the PitchingMagic system if you go through the individual steps is that you would get multiple models doing the same thing, both doing the steps correctly and incorrectly with common flaws that we run into. A lot of slow motion stuff, a lot more detail in the explanation of what's going on. What we're now doing here is we're up to step 8, where she's taking a stride and doing the same arm action. Well, actually, she has raised her arm up a little bit higher than I like. What we're trying to accomplish here is we're trying to get her to lead with the elbow just a little bit better, and therefore create more hand speed. And you can see that the hand speed on that one was far faster than what she had been doing before. Now we're working out into a longer stride. Now as she's working through this, you will start noticing that her stride is coming down to the left of the power line. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the toe to come and touch down right on the power line. The basic form is pretty good. Her weight is transferring very nicely. She's keeping the weight above her back knee. We're trying to create some additional flex as you come down. Now, when you're really pitching, the amount of flex when the upper arm reaches the vertical position will be about 30 to 45 degrees. During some of these drills, we make it a little bit sharper of an angle than that, because what happens is as you grab a ball in your hand, you start, the weight of the ball will pull your hand out. A little bit about this model. She is a 10-year-old fifth grader, and she was not on a team, and she had listed her name as a sub, and she got called to play in this tournament. She started warming up. The coach asked her what she could do, and she said, well, I can pitch. And so she started warming up, and she got to start the first game, and this is the very first batter she ever threw to. Interesting side is that there is another kid on this team who had gone through the same training system, and she was a 7-year-old second grader, and the coach had never allowed her to pitch because she's playing against kids 3-4 years older than she is. There you go, I got a strikeout, first batter. Anyway, so here's that other kid, and we're looking at slow motion at her form. Once the coach found out that she had been taking the same instruction that the other demonstrator had, he allowed her to pitch in a game, and she did very well. She became one of the regular pitchers. Now this overview video is approximately 4 minutes long, covering 4 steps. The individual step videos range from 5 to 12 minutes long, and as a result we can go into a lot more detail, looking for what kinds of problems naturally come up and how to help fix those. It's pitchingmagic.info.